No.
It's like putting you in a box, and when you're creative, it's so hard to try be in a box when it's not how you are.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Serene Pod with myself, Mark.
Selling.
I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time you decide to watch Serene Pod. I don't know. It depends on you guys. When is your optimal Serene Pod time? I feel like morning is like the... morning?
I don't know, I'd say evening.
Evening for Serene Pod. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe evening.
Yeah.
Depends on the age. You might want to just chill out, sit on the sofa, sit in your room, pull it on, relax, do some drawing, journaling.
Yeah,
Work.
I can see that.
Yeah. So I hope you guys are great. Obviously we're here another week. We have not spoken, we have not caught up, so we probably should. Selin, how have you been?
Yeah, good. I have been busy, but I'm not complaining about that.
Got you.
So I'm doing some guest lecturing now at a uni.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm really enjoying it. I feel like it's another thing to my
Another string to your bow.
Yeah, it really is, and I'm really enjoying it. It gives me something else. Like, it gives me a different version of my job that I enjoy.
Nice.
And yeah, there's two separate degrees that I'm doing lecturing for. So I've got two separate groups. One is like an older age group and one is a younger group. So I've still got some young people that I'm doing workshops with. So yeah, I'm enjoying that because they're both bringing me something different.
Yeah.
And also it's at my old uni, so I'm loving going back there.
Oh, nice, okay.
Very nostalgic. I've got very good memories there, so I feel honoured to be back there doing this. So
Awesome.
So I'm enjoying that, and hopefully I get to do a little bit more of it. That's me. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. It's been a bit of a rough week.
Oh, okay.
Yes. My son had an accident at nursery.
Oh.
Yeah, which was just not great. He, something happened. He fell down off something and he split his lip.
Oh.
Yeah, and the bottom of his lip, big, like split deep as well. So I got there, had to rush him to A&E. Then get him seen. They sorted him out. They like glued it together, blah, blah, blah. Put some stuff over it. So yeah, it was an interesting few days. So yeah, it's been a tough one. It definitely opened my eyes to how much I love my children. Like, woo! I don't think I've ever felt a fear or a panic like that in my life. But yeah, luckily he's good. He's at nursery today, which is like a bit anxiety inducing, but I'm sure he'll be fine. And I've done a lot of like pushing back on the nursery to fix up and buck up the ideas and make sure he's okay, because that's not okay. But yeah, and it's so crazy because while he was at nursery, the video that we made together that morning is like going viral on YouTube, like crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, like hundreds of thousands of views. So it's like weird. It's just such an odd, it's an odd thing happening. So yeah, it's been a weird week.
So did he hit it on something?
So yeah, supposedly he fell off a chair in some way, and he hit his head, and he bit down on his lip, so he cut his lip all here, and then he split this because he hit it on a table, so he split the bottom of his lip. It was horrible, man. But like, I was saying to my wife this morning that I'm kind of scared because, one, he was bleeding like crazy but wasn't crying at all.
Oh.
And there was a bit of enjoyment in his eyes.
Really?
At like the fact that he's like hurt himself. He's kind of just wagging his lip. Oh, Dad, look, I got a plaster. It was like it was cool to him. So I think he's got a bit of bloodlust, like he's got a bit of a daredevil
side of him.
That's really concerning. It's cool. Maybe I'll give him a skateboard and he can hurt himself that way, but for parents of a child like that, that's not fun.
But maybe he was in shock, that's why he didn't cry.
Nah, he was okay. So I think it happened, and then they called us. But by the time we got there, or I got there, the blood was just all over the tissue, but he wasn't bleeding, and he didn't cry when they did the stuff, when they put the glue.
Really?
They opened it up. Just didn't cry, but he was very like performative about that. I got look at my lip. I'm like, what? It's a bit scary. He was proud of it. Like, yeah, I hurt myself. Oh no, don't do that. So yeah, I'm a bit like, I hope that he doesn't go hurt himself again because he enjoys this.
Yeah.
Because that's concerning. But other than that, everything's all good. Just getting through it. Getting through it.
And you're getting sleep now?
Getting more sleep. Baby sleeping. Baby smiling, finally.
Aww.
Wow. Took a while for that to happen. But it's interesting. She is very different from my son. The personalities are different. I was saying to my sister yesterday that, if I'm honest, I think it's simple. He's more like a dog. He's more excitable, roof. Chase you, run around, run in circles, jump in circles. And she's a cat. She's, leave me alone, give me food, let me sleep, don't disturb me. So, yeah, we basically got a dog and a cat at home.
So we've both been busy in different ways, I guess.
Yes.
I was looking at our community page on our YouTube panel, and loads of our listeners have filled in and commented on our questions that we've put out from our last episode, which is great. So I'm going to just read it to you. So the question was, could you go 1 week without any social media? And our listeners said, no, 20%. Yes, 80%.
Oh, interesting. Good. That's positive. That's good news. But would they do it, though?
Yeah, I don't know. I challenge them to do it and let us know how they get on, because would I do it? I think I would do it, 1 week off social media. Would you?
I mean, social media is how I make most of my money. So I'm sure I could schedule a week where there's no money coming in from social media, and I could do it then. I would love to do it. I actually think it would be helpful. I think in a weird way, I'm really grateful for how I make a living, but in a weird way, it's become a bit of a prison, so I would love to be able to kind of get out of social media for some time, because there is less. I feel like there's less and less good on socials as I scroll. But yeah, so I reckon I could do it. It's just the right week, therefore.
Yeah, I think I could do it, but I feel like that's where I get all my news from what's happening in the world. But it's never good stuff that I'm hearing anyway or reading. So maybe 1 week off could actually benefit my well-being, not knowing.
I would honestly try. Maybe I'll try it at some point. No social media, no news, and potentially like no TV. Just like music, podcasts, no screen. Like, ooh, that would be fun. And you have to go outside and talk to people and stuff.
Talk to the trees.
Yeah, because that's the only people that will be outside, to be fair.
I do 1 evening, no screen evening.
Oh, really?
A week, yeah. Wow. And I love that.
That sounds like fun.
I love that.
No screen. Okay, I might give it a try.
All right, let me challenge you to that.
Yes.
Let's start with that.
Okay, 1 evening, no screen.
1 evening, no screen.
I did no Instagram for the whole of January.
Oh, wow.
The first 4 days.
How was that?
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
And I've come back and I catch myself scrolling again, and I don't like it. And also I think there's so much misinformation and like false narrative, as we've spoken about before, where suddenly I didn't care about other people as much. It's not really important. So I thought it was good. I'm going to do it again, maybe next month.
Nice.
I'd love to hear how that one goes.
Yeah.
Is it just Instagram?
Yeah, I don't really use other social media. I might go and... Well, I use a bit of YouTube here and there, but like, in terms of social media, Instagram's the only one I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm challenging you.
Okay, cool. in that challenge, will you have my children? That's the only issue.
Why? Why do you need the screen for them?
It's just the only way to survive sometimes. Not for them, for me.
Oh.
Just to get a break. You know, because there's no way to escape.
But then you've got...
The living room, sometimes you've got to be... I've said it before. Sometimes you're in the thick of it and you've got to take a walk without leaving your house.
Okay.
So you need to find a way to, like, just disappear. But you can't disappear from the room. It's very hard.
I know one way you can definitely do that. One with something that you completely love.
What's that?
That you don't need a screen for.
Oh, music?
Yes.
Yeah, but is it playing it or listening to it?
Listening.
Yeah, maybe. But then my son starts screaming, "Let it go, Dada. Play Let It Go." Because now he gets very emotional when he sings Let It Go.
Oh, okay.
It's just a headache.
Headphones.
Maybe headphones.
Headphones.
Maybe I'll do that. I'll try it.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
I've seen a difference for me when I do that.
Okay.
One evening. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, once the kids go to bed and you've got no screen, it's a space for you and your wife to have chats. There's no screen.
We'll just fall asleep.
Or that. Or listen to music together.
10 minutes in, we'll be out. Yeah, I might give it a try. I might propose to her too. Let's see. I'll give it a try.
Yep. The next question was, should under 16s be banned from social media? 15% said no. 85% said yes.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. And I agree. They should be banned.
I agree with that as well. I think, you know, from the other one that we were talking about, the blue and red wall thing with the schools, the police have identified who it was.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and I don't know what's going on. I think there's an investigation now with the two people that were involved in it. But that was all from someone having an idea and causing chaos online.
And there was an adult involved.
Yes, there was an adult involved.
I knew it. It had to be.
We don't know who that adult is. No.
But there had to be at least one.
Yeah.
It was just weird. It was such a weird thing to do. There had to be an adult involved. But even so, it's scarier because it's just like, why are you doing that?
And also the young people that were on social media were scared to go to school and all of that, the impact that the parents had and the children, like it's not fair. So if those young people weren't on social media, then they wouldn't have seen it and they wouldn't have had any fear. They wouldn't have been impacted by someone just creating something and making chaos.
Yeah.
So I think the ban definitely needs to be considered seriously.
Yeah. So it's interesting how things change, you know.
Yeah, I think in generations it has changed. I've noticed also that there's more awareness out there in terms of like movies and actors coming out and saying maybe they have ADHD or have autism or they struggled with their exams, and those type of things being in the limelight I think also helps with young people being like, oh, I'm not the only person that's going through this. There's other people going through it as well. I watched a really good movie the other day called Atypical. Have you seen it?
I've heard of it, yeah.
On Netflix.
Yeah,
I really recommend it. It's a really, really good movie. And I sent an email to all the staff the other day, like, please watch this. This is a really good movie. But it's a boy who has autism and you just kind of see his inner world and trying to understand how he views the world compared to other people, and then how people can help him with that as well. So it's a very interesting movie, and I think also there's a lot of young people that would be able to relate to that. So especially for us, because we work with young people, it would be beneficial for us to watch it.
Yeah, I think that it's interesting. Like there are a lot more. Some of the young people. Our experience these days are a lot more tolerant. They're a lot more open. Like I work with some students, and I think one of my students hasn't openly identified as a boy, but is masculine presenting, and all the boys don't. They like that's how they. like speak to this person. Like there's no confusion. It's like, yeah, him. Like, and there's no like question of it. Like it's just normal. Like, whereas for our generation, growing up in school, if that was presented to us in school, it would have been a completely different conversation and reaction. So I just find it so interesting how open they are, how tolerant they are. So it's like, I feel like as much as we're creating, or I don't know if the internet, but the internet age is creating some negatives. There are some positives, and honestly, some more open and tolerant young people being birthed out of this. It's quite interesting.
It is. And also there's things about mental health, and I think there was a series on Netflix also about Tourette's. And that guy won the award for it, for that as well. So those things, like spreading awareness around it, they will understand more around things that they didn't understand. I know I didn't know nothing about it when I was younger, about autism or Tourette's or anything like that. Learning difficulties when we were younger, we just thought, oh, someone is different in our class, but we don't know really why. Like, we just know that they're different. But now it's like, no, you're not different. You just view the world differently, or maybe you just need different support to everyone else, and that's also okay. But also the people in the class are more supportive to that person as well. They have more understanding, which we definitely didn't have. I wish we did, actually, to be honest. I feel like I did witness a lot of bullying in our school because of that reason.
Yeah, funny enough, I was talking to my brother recently, and we were saying that actually a lot of our childhood and secondary school life, childhood life, was everybody making fun of kids that were basically on the spectrum. Yeah. That's all it was. It was kids that were on the spectrum, and they were the ones that everybody laughed at and bullied and made fun of. And we used to name them what they're doing or whatever. But they were just literally kids presenting as young people on the spectrum that were not diagnosed, and nobody seemed to care to actually do anything about helping them. It made me realise that was most of all of our childhoods. That's what it was. It was kids that were different to us, that were probably going through different things, struggling with different things, saw the world differently, and we all just thought it was funny or silly or whatever, you know. So it's a. I think you don't. I'm glad the world is going in this direction. At the same time, we do need to manage the dangers of this direction too. So.
Yeah, it's quite sad when I think about it. In my primary school, there was a boy who was deaf, and there was just no awareness around it. And I had never come across a deaf person before till going to primary. And also with the autism in secondary school, there was a few people who had autism, but again, I had never come across it till I was in secondary school. But in school, in primary and secondary, there was no, like, the teachers weren't, like, telling us, like, oh, by the way, he can't hear you. Can you do X, Y, Z to help him understand what you're saying? Or like, there was no support or training or learning for us. So he got bullied in primary. I don't know what secondary he went to, but in secondary as well, the young people, the students that were in my class that had autism, they got bullied as well. They got picked on as well. And again, just the teachers weren't saying to us, like, don't do that. If you do this, it would help him. He's struggling, blah, blah, blah. So I think, I don't know if the teachers are doing that now. I know social media has helped, you know, bring awareness to it. It would definitely help if teachers could teach about different learning needs to students.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Serene Pod. I noticed something. You're not subscribed. You're watching and you're not subscribing. I need you to subscribe and click that notification button. Click the bell so that you see whenever each episode comes out. We are looking forward to seeing you again. Subscribe. And we a lot of us had parents that also didn't understand. So, you know, it's like back in the day when you would see, especially growing up in like very inner city London, you might see someone that was... funny enough, they were considered as on drugs to parents. You know, you see someone outside and your mum says, oh, no, don't talk to him, he's on drugs. When really, he was actually withdrawing. He didn't have drugs. The guy that's on drugs is the guy that was in the corporate office. But he's just functioning because he can afford the drugs. The guy you see on the street is the guy that can't afford the drugs, and that's why he looks the way he does, because he's withdrawing and he doesn't have... And it's so crazy because we didn't know that, but those people were like social pariahs. They were these people we wouldn't be around or talk to. They were considered as on drugs or crazy, you know. And I realized that recently, like there was a almost like a lazy diagnosis of people that we used to have growing up, where we would just consider them crazy. Oh, that person's crazy.
Yes,
don't talk to him. He's
yes,
crazy.
yes.
But that person wasn't like there was actual fundamental things going wrong in their mental health, but they were crazy. And so when you got into school, a lot of kids, it was like, or we would label them disabled, you know, and you know, that was the brush, you know. And so it's horrible. And it's, you know, I have a nephew who is autistic and has Down syndrome, and he's a hero. He's one of my favourite human beings on earth. And I think it's a privilege to be able to have my children be educated and be in close proximity with him to understand that there's so much more colour to the world than what we see, you know? So, yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting time, and it makes me realise how wrong we were.
I know.
But also our parents didn't have the tools either.
Yeah.
You know? So all we can do is kind of educate down, right? We can't, and educate up when we get the chances, of course.
But we didn't know. We didn't know. We were in those environments. We didn't know. No one was teaching us.
Yeah.
Our parents didn't know. We didn't know. I don't know. The teachers must have known. I guess.
I feel like probably teachers didn't know to the extent that... Because teachers were... If you think about it, teachers grew up in the same households we did. So
True.
For a lot of them, they probably would have taught, or, you know, the same brush, or, you know. And there probably was a lack of education around some of those things. But now there would be way more.
Yeah.
You know, where like diagnosis is possible. You know, something like dyslexia. Like we used to just say somebody wasn't smart. Like ridiculous.
I know.
To be able to like say that about someone else, not realizing that actually there's probably something within them that is fundamentally different, which makes them see things differently. But we just didn't know that. We just, you know. So yeah, a lot of school was a lot of misdiagnosing people and lazily labelling people that, yeah, we shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, and I don't know if there was educational healthcare plans back then.
Probably not.
Where there is now. I'm not sure if there was. I feel like maybe there wasn't. And also, I really hope that schools don't do this now, by the way. But I really, really, really hated when my school, if you're in a classroom, like in English, for example, and be like, oh yeah, we're going to go around the room and I will pick who's going to read the next page. And then I will pick who's going to read the next page. And I really, really used to hate that, like reading in public in front of loads of people and coming across a word that I didn't even know what it was or didn't know how to pronounce. Like the anxiety and the nerves I used to feel in the classroom, like hoping that my name doesn't get called out because I really just don't want to read it because you know that you'd get picked on if you don't know how to say the word. And I remember that very clearly in secondary school, that happening to so many people, including myself as well, where I would struggle with a word and then I would hear like a giggle or something. And I just really, really hope, I don't know now, but I hope that schools don't do that because it's just very anxiety provoking and it's just not good for anyone. Especially like you don't know if someone has dyslexia or English is their second language or anything like that. And it's just embarrassing. And you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
It's not good teaching.
Yeah. I think definitely I think the job of the teachers is also to know their students. Whereas there's some students that don't mind and would love to, want to practice their public speaking in that way. Some students love that, all those students that did all those speak out challenges and stuff, you know. There's students that love that stuff and there's students that don't. And so I think you have to know. Like I know in when I teach, there's students that want to talk and stand up and there's a bunch of students that will literally sweat if I say their name. So it's like you have to know, you have to understand that. Sorry, I feel like we took a bit of a turn.
Yeah, sorry.
Started talking about quite a few things, but that's how this goes.
Yeah, we're going with the flow here because also there is a massive difference between how we grew up and how the young people are growing up now. So
100%.
we're just highlighting that. And also there's a lot of people that might be able to relate to that as well with our audience that watch us. So yeah, if you do know any other differences, I'd love to know.
It's like that image that they always talk about when it comes to school, where it's like you have a monkey, an elephant, a tiger, a giraffe, and you now grade them all based on how well they can climb a tree. And it's like, well, the monkey will be fine, but an elephant will struggle. And it's like, it's a terrible way to just place one type of test or whatever, and then basically grade everybody based on that, you know, that assessment. So school's an interesting one, but I know many people that hated school, didn't go to school, and are doing fantastic in life. So yeah, me and my wife always talk about it, like if my children don't want to go to school, or if they have an issue with school, like how would I feel? And I'm like, I'm the worst person to ask because I really don't care about school. Whereas our parents, school was everything. Like,
Yeah.
you had to do well in school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you're a nice person, I'm good. As long as you're kind, as long as you're safe, as long as you're brave, I'm all right. You can do whatever in the exam. Don't mean nothing to me personally. Because I think it's more about what you want to do and what you want to add to the world than how well you can read.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I feel like I've said it before, but I struggled because I just didn't feel like the school was for creative people.
No.
It's like putting you in a box, and when you're creative, it's so hard to try be in a box when it's not how you are. And there's no way of like expressing, like I did textiles, I did drama, I did dance, and that was the things that I excelled in. And then everything else, I was like, my brain's just switched off. Like, it's just, I'm not enjoying it. I don't feel like I can express myself, and I just want to stay in textiles, I want to stay in drama, I want to stay in dance, but I wasn't allowed to.
I agree. School's odd.
It's an odd place, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it changes over time. It gets a bit better. I think the only thing that I think is really good about school is the social aspect and the problem-solving aspect.
Yeah, yeah.
Because life is all social and all problem-solving. Literally, that's life.
And we had a lovely young person, well, not a young person, she's a young adult on here a while ago, Taylor.
Yeah.
Who shared her story about struggling in school, and I was part of that journey for her. I was working in that school. And I don't know if you've seen what she's doing now.
She's doing amazing.
She's just excelling in life. Like the amount of live shows she's doing now. So if you don't know, she's a bass player. What's her tag? We can tag her in there.
Tay Grace.
Tay Grace, is it?
Or Tay Grace Bass.
Yeah.
Like that.
Follow her. She's amazing.
She's fantastic.
She's doing some amazing stuff, and every time she posts something like the next show she's doing with these great artists, I'm like. I'm so proud of her. And that's like, I hope that's a good message for the young people that watch this, that she struggled in school with different things and now she's excelling. She's a creative being as well. And she's doing exactly what she loves to do every day.
Facts.
So I'm very, very proud of her. And yeah, go follow her, support her. She's an amazing human being.
I've got a lovely ladybird on my water.
Oh, they're all about recently.
Oh, is that the guest for today?
Yeah, quite magical. I feel like it's good luck.
It is.
Have you been surprised recently by a young person's creativity?
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been surprised by a young person's creativity and a different young person's reflection.
Okay.
So I'm doing therapy with a young boy at the moment. And when I say young boys in primary, and we're using a lot of Lego, which is really, really cool. Because I don't really use Lego with my older ones. So when they're a little bit younger, I get to use Lego. And the storytelling through this Lego, like the imagination and the creativity that he comes out with is amazing. And like if you don't know, drama therapy is all done through metaphor. So he's telling me through these characters, and we're building castles and we're building these different characters and pathways and volcanoes and amazing stuff. And it's telling me what he's going through, basically, through the story. But I'm just amazed by the power of metaphor in therapy. Even though I've been doing it for years, every time I'm still amazed by it. And then I also have this other boy that I'm working with, and just like the amount of trauma that he's experienced is so complex and makes me very sad when I know what he's experienced. But the reflection, like the maturity and the ownership of self-reflection in this teenager is amazing. So I'm just very amazed by the job that I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey guys, this is Serene from Serene Pod. Please subscribe and like and share, and also comment. We want to hear your voice too.
So one of the students that I teach is literally like a genius. He's like one of those people that you're like, okay, so one day you're going to be rich.
Right, okay,
You know,
I know.
Like
what
he
you
comes to class every week and has like a new idea and shows me like a website he's made and this thing
wow.
he's built, and then he goes, yeah, sign up to this. When like Valentine's Day, he had this website that allows you to play games with, basically it allows you to send like virtual Valentine's Day cards, but to get access to the card, the person has to play a game.
Oh, okay.
So, like, he sent me this link and I sent it to my wife, and basically you catch the hearts in, like, a bucket. Once the bucket's full, it opens up this... And he just makes this stuff.
I love that.
And he just makes this stuff, like, random stuff. Then he's got this production company and a TV show he's trying to start. And then he's just full of ideas, like...
Wow.
And he just executes on his own. And I think it's just such a cool... It's surprising to me, but it's such a cool... thing to know that he feels fearless enough to just do. And I really admire it, and a lot of the young people I work with I really admire, but I really admire his fearlessness in particular. So yeah, that was definitely a surprise to me. Him just like, I signed up to another website that he made the other day to test it, and then this other thing, and it's just amazing, man. And I think young people are getting more and more courageous and creative, which I think is great. Yeah.
I love that. It's a great way to express themselves and also pour their energy into something.
Yeah.
That's positive.
That's positive.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, a lot of them... So there's the interest in... It's like, I get it can be negative when you look at like the Simon Scribs out there that kind of make it feel like, you could just quit your job and make money tomorrow kind of thing. But entrepreneurial culture has really helped a lot of young people to funnel their energy into positive things and ideas, rather than, like, when I went to do, what did I go and do? I went to do career day at my old school, and there was a crowd of kids at my table because all of them were there because they were entrepreneurial. All of them were talking about... They're 15, 14, I'm starting a business tomorrow, I've got this idea, And I'm like, when I was your age, we were trying not to get stabbed.
Yeah, literally.
That's all we thought about most of the time. So it's just cool that they have the mindset that they can do something about the ideas that are in their head. When for us, it was like impossible. You had to play football or... to pick up a microphone or something to be seen or heard, but they're like, no, I've got this idea and I can do it tomorrow, So I think that's really dope. It's been an interesting episode.
Yeah.
Any takeaways?
My takeaways are the difference between education when we grew up and education now. There is a massive difference. And hopefully, I hope that it continues to evolve because it really needs to. So that's my takeaway.
Okay, cool.
What's your takeaway?
I think my takeaway is the challenge of doing one evening, no screens, just screaming kids and music. So hopefully I'll try it out and I'll let you know how it goes next time.
Yes, please.
We're on this pod.
Yes, please.
All good.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Next time.
Peace.